Your day moves fast. Your news should too. That's why there's a new and improved Wish TV app bringing you more local news, breaking alerts, live streaming, weather forecasts, radar, and Indiana sports all in one place. Customize your news feed to see the stories that matter most to you and get the information you need when you need it. Download the new and improved Wish TV app today on iOS or Android and take News 8 with you everywhere.
From the All Indiana Podcast Network,
This is AC's Conversations.
AC's Conversations is about sports, music, TV, movies, and more.
Everything and more.
Everything is ready to go.
That include the latest news and rumors, along with interviews with the biggest names in sports and entertainment.
This
Is AC's Conversations with your host,
News 8 Sports Director
The man is the real deal.
Let's go to work, fella.
Anthony Calhoun.
And it's time now for our celebrity guest segment. Every week, you all know the deal. I connect with a different person, talk about your Indianapolis Colts, and of course, life outside of the game as well. Let's go live just outside Los Angeles, California, where our very own, he's our racing analyst, and of course, you all know his face right there, IndyCar driver, the one and only Graham Rahal joined us live this morning. Graham, thank you so much, my man, for getting up early. I know it's early out there in LA, man, right?
Come on, man. I got a 7-day-old, so
Yeah.
I've been up. I barely slept. I think I've been up more than I've been sleeping. But no, man, it's good. And thanks for having me, of course.
Yeah, man. Well, we're going to talk about that new member of the family a little bit later here in this segment here. But I want to start first, man. And as I said, thank you so much for joining us. And I want to have you on the show this week because I know you love the city of Indianapolis, and of course, you are a big fan of the Indianapolis Colts. So, okay, let me hear it from you. How impressed have you been watching the Colts have this best record? How about that? The best record in the NFL.
Well, I think what's most impressive is the way they've controlled the ball. I mean, on both sides of it, right? Defense played very strong, which defense has kind of been one of their cornerstones the last handful of years, even when they've struggled. I think the D most often has stood up and played the game well. It's been the offense that sputtered a bit. But, this year, I mean, on the offensive side, I mean, dude, they just motor right through everybody, it seems. And, even the game against the Rams, which I was pretty locked into, it was a gunfight till the very end, right? And they lost late. So I think the Rams are pretty good too, right? If you look at their record, look at their wins.
Oh yeah.
Their quality this year, and Stafford's a stud. So, but yeah, man, it's been extremely impressive. And I'm really happy for the guys, and particularly the guys that we know well that come into my shop all the time. We see a lot of the boys up at the steakhouse and stuff, and obviously Kenny Moore is a huge IndyCar fan. We see Kenny, and I hear from Kenny all the time, and just to hear the energy and the excitement in their voices when they text you or call you, it's pretty sweet right now, man.
Yeah, I love it. You and I, we've had many conversations over the summer about the Colts, and especially regarding who was going to be the starting quarterback for this football team. We all know the deal. Daniel Jones, of course, won the job over Anthony Richardson. And Graham, DJ is entering, yes, the chat as a possible MVP of this entire league. How blown away are you seeing Jones shine on this big stage right now?
Well, I'm not surprised. I was thinking about this. It's a cultural thing, and we see it in racing, right, where a driver can kind of struggle and then they go to a new team and all of a sudden it just clicks and off they go. I think that's what you're seeing. I think Daniel Jones, to be under the big lights of the big city. I mean, New York's a volatile place. I mean, that's just the reality, right? And so, if you're in sports in New York, it's the same. They love you or they hate you, even if you're playing on their team. And I think, Indianapolis embraces people like Daniel Jones. I think the environment creates an environment in which he could come in, have a fresh start, and really, really play well. And so, but if you always looked at the tangibles with the guy could play the game of football. I mean, his size, stature, ability to throw the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy, he's a player, right? And so, I think culturally with the coaching staff and the city, and I got to say, too, man, I am so happy for the girls, for the Ursay girls. Obviously, I know Casey very well. She is as sweet of a human being as you will ever meet. And I think, for them just to see the performance this year for Jim and to see what they've done is spectacular. So for the whole deal, man, it's a cool, man, what a time to be an Indiana sports fan in general, right? I mean, look at Indiana football, right? It's very impressive right now. So awfully cool.
All right. You talk about Indiana football. Look, we know, Graham, that you are a big Ohio State football fan, and I'm sure it hurts you just a little bit seeing former Wisconsin Badger Jonathan Taylor having a dream season for the Colts. In your opinion, how massive has JT been for this team this year?
Massive, but not surprising. As you said, as a Buckeye, myself, a diehard Ohio State fan, there was one player almost every year that you were freaked out to play against, and it was Jonathan Taylor. Or later was Saquon Barkley. But I mean, those guys are on the same time, I guess. But Jonathan Taylor was the best running back, I thought, in all of college football, and he stepped into the pros. And as long as he can stay healthy, his speed, his agility, his vision, a lot of times, obviously, I'm pretty in-depth when it comes to football, but you got a lot of these kids that come out of high school, and they've got they're five-star talents, they're this, they're that. But they've run right into a brick wall. Their vision is terrible. And JT always at Wisconsin and then off into the pros. The guy's unbelievable. He's hard to take down. And again, it's very cool to see how many touchdowns. What he's had 11 or more maybe. Yeah,
11 total, then 10 of course rushing touchdowns there. So he's just been
super impressive.
It's been great. Impressive. Okay, so we know you have spent nearly 20 years in the fast lane. So I want to have some fun with you this morning. Which Colts player do you think has what it takes to be an IndyCar driver, man?
Well, I'm going to go with our boy Kenny Moore, and I know that's probably everybody's going to guess I was going to say that, but size-wise, stature-wise, he's the right size. I mean, he's not a huge guy. Fit, obviously, but he's not incredibly tall. Like, if we look at Big Grove or D-Buck, they're not going to fit, man. That's an impossible thing. But I also, Kenny is very analytical, not only in his game, when you ask him about the way the Colts are playing, but even in racing, when he's watching racing, I mean, he is locked in. I mean, he definitely knows what he's doing. And so I think he's got what it takes. In fact, I think we ought to get him out there and put him in, do a track day with him, at Putnam Park or somewhere and see what he can do.
That would be a lot of fun. All right, man, I've got one more question for you. And once again, I appreciate you taking the time. I'm going to get you out here on this. I know you're always in race mode on and off during the season, that is. But you have been busy off the track as well. Congratulations to your beautiful wife, Courtney, on the new member of the Rahal family. Take us through it, man. How cool is that?
Yeah, a bit of bit of an early surprise, but not that early. She was only a couple of weeks. She was measuring way ahead, so I guess we shouldn't have been too surprised. But yeah, man, it's been my girl. I have 3 girls now. Apparently, I meant to be a girl dad, which is a blessing. But man, they've been my oldest too. It's like having a real life baby doll, dude. So they're loving every minute of it. But it's been a blessing. But yeah, man, we're excited to get through the winter, get back racing here in the spring.
Yeah, and last thing, upcoming season for you, how excited are you to get back on the track here, and just really try to make some noise here and get things moving in the right direction here?
No, we're fired up, man. We've been working awfully hard as a team. Yeah. Done a lot of development. Obviously, the testing with Schumacher went, really well. Mick was, we'll see what happens there, but I'm certainly pleased with what went on. And, overall, I'm very, very impressed with what the team's doing. So I can't wait, man. I hope we're the Colts of next year and we come out and surprise a lot of people. Obviously, we were good at a lot of tracks this year, but we didn't put it together on the ovals in particular. Terrible. But we got some great venues, great new events next year with Arlington and Phoenix, and I'm pumped up to get out there, brother.
Okay, man. All the best to you. Prediction: Colts win today, right? You got a score?
Yeah, they'll get it done. They'll get it done today. I think they'll beat up on them just like I beat up on you on the golf course.
Not anymore, though. My game's getting a little better. Getting a little better. Getting a little better.
We'll see.
And no mulligans either. No mulligans. Even Ken agrees. All right, we got to go. Run out of time. We can't talk about the golf. Appreciate you, brother. You're the best, man. Graham Rahal live outside of LA there. Appreciate him taking the time, getting up early here to join us on Countdown to Kickoff.
Discover more at wishtv.com and when you follow Wish TV on Facebook. Plus, be sure to follow and subscribe to the AC's Conversations podcast and others on the All Indiana Podcast Network. Connect now at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.